Just loose straw with the slip poured over it. With our hands and just sort of toss it around.
What's the recipe of this stuff?
Water and clay to a certain consistency.
There's also this white stuff.
The white, I threw that in this kale and clay. I threw that in because we were having the other stuff, we didn't sift it fine enough. What I did here was put in these 2x2s so that if you have a panel of white straw clay dry here, it tends to shrink a little bit when it dries. If you didn't have any key for it, it would just topple out, or it could, right? And here, you guys, is getting ready to put these slip forms on. You know, we're going to be making our cigars, so we want to sort of take that material and see if we can push it into very bendable cigars. And we're going to stockpile our cigars. So we'll wait till we get this filled, and we'll put those on. After this is filled, leapfrog those up. We can find some of the cut off pieces of wood and stuff to ram it down in there, and then we'll put the next forms on, ram it, and then when you get up to the top form, you'll pull it off and by hand fill from one side. So that there's not a void. Think about not leaving a void, so you have a really fully packed wall against the forms. The Canadian Mortgage and Housing Corporation has been just stellar at doing tests on straw bale and straw clay and many things. So there's reports available through their website. And I do have this printed out one, you should check in there and see. But straw bale, between the straw and the plasters, has better acoustical properties than, well, certainly cement or brick or anything like that, even better than Arkansas. That's, in fact, that was the picture when I was working with this board of directors for the library, and the library district, the Bartels Library District. They were building a new library, new library, and it was the acoustical quality over Arkansas was what they were trying to this gets filled, you know, we're not putting lots of clay on here, so it'll be interesting, but I think it's going to hold fine.
And then what do you do to finish that off?
You can plaster right over it.
Okay.
It's very standard to just leapfrog the forms. Really standard. And then actually you don't want to leave those forms on because you don't want that moisture to stay in there. You want to start drying out right away.
So now what's going to happen over this? You're going
So this we can plaster, yeah. You can plaster right over this.
or if you were in the tropics, you can leave it.
Exactly. Beautiful room divider.
Wow.
Wow.
Good steak?
Steak. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that is sweet.
Bend in a piece of willow into both holes. Then keep packing it up, bend in another piece of willow, and that, you know, just that will help it lack it as well. So 2 ideas for that. If you had a big timber frame structure, you could do a continuous straw clay wall wrap around it. You just have to have a forming system set to the outside. The difference here is that you're getting a very thin wall, and you're getting a wall that's very, very flat and straight, versus a straw bale wall, you would really work to get it very, very, as flat as you're going to get this. If you don't have the thickness for a straw bale wall, this is used a lot in interior walls, as well as certainly for whole houses. I'm familiar with walls that are up to 12 inches thick. I don't know of any structures, although I think they have been done thicker than that, but it depends on the climate too. Of course, you want thicker when you want more insulation, but you want to make sure that you get the drying going on. The other thing about straw clay that you'd want to know is that it requires some drying time before you can plaster it. So the thicker you go, the longer you have to build in time so the entire thickness of the wall is completely dry before you plaster, because you want it to shrink if it's going to shrink and move, and you want to get that inner moisture to come out before you put moist plaster on it. In some climates, that means it's not going to be appropriate, because what can happen is it's a slow drying process, and you can get if it gets really slowed down by very wet weather or very thick walls, you can get some mold growth on the surface. Some people say no big deal, you know, they just hit it with some water with lime in it.
Voila.
Wow.
Good steak?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that is sweet.